Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and I know what you're thinking. How on earth did a girl like this manage to pull a guy like me? Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's day 48 of paying off my £12,500 Dubai loan. If you didn't know, I moved there at the start of 2023 and now I'm doing a 100-day challenge to pay off the loan I took out to move over there. It didn't go to plan, but this is my wife. I'm focused on paying off this loan in 100 days. I haven't really been taking her out for dates and going to the movies and going to restaurants, but she's very patient with me and she's a very good wife. Because I make TikToks, I think if I fit in a food review with taking her out on a date, it'll work. How's that sound? Good. Okay. So we're gonna do a TikTok food review. It's Joey Orr's on Walton Vale. Yeah, this is a family run business. It's got some good reviews, and from everyone I've spoke to, the staff in there are super nice. So let's go and make a food review, and hopefully the money we spend on this date is actually less than the money we make on the video if it's a good one. But you've dressed up nicely, and I love the outfit today. Is that boots? Oh, wonderful. Let's go. What's going on, guys? We're outside the edge of Joey Orr's in Walton. We're here to try out some food. I've heard this place has both incredible food and very friendly staff. Hello guys, how you doing? Just finished my 4.5 hour shift. I'll put how much I made on screen. It was alright. I didn't even think I told you guys I was working at Domino's today. I'm off today and Sunday, and therefore they're the only 2 days I'm working at Domino's this week. But the time is 11:20, and yeah, decent shift, easy as. One thing I will say is I'm highly disappointed in myself that I didn't find the time to go to the gym today. No excuses. It said something and didn't fulfill it. I'm very disappointed in that. But I'll get over it, and you know, what can I do now? Just make sure I go to the gym tomorrow. So in today's video, I wanted to address a comment by Big Dento. Now, Big Dento is someone who's been commenting for a while, someone I highly respect. One of my favorites, because when I went to Pine Lake in January, in December, I did really well on TikTok. And in January, I stayed in somewhere towards the Lake District and tried to focus on TikTok, because I made $3,000 in December and didn't even put much time and effort into it on TikTok. And then in January, I wanted to say, you know what, if I put all my time and effort into this, who's to say I can't make 10 grand? And as soon as I went there, my views just dropped and I struggled throughout the whole month. And yeah, that was difficult because I left Amazon. I was getting a lot of negative comments. I was getting a lot of people saying I'm living in dream world and deluded. Although I think that was quite calculated and a decision that made sense. It just didn't pay off. Same thing about Dubai as well. You guys may not know, but I almost had a 14 grand deal come through in Dubai. It almost went right for me a few times. I got unlucky a few times, and obviously I was inexperienced, and maybe I'm not the perfect sales agent as well naturally, but in another world that could have just totally worked out for me. And the same in January in Pine Lake. And the reason I bring that up is whilst dropping them videos, a lot of my YouTube audience were just commenting and talking as if I was naive and deluded. Big Dento was the only one who at that time was saying, oh, you don't realize how close you actually are. And it was very good to receive them. There were long comments at the time, and I really did appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, I don't think every comment he's ever wrote on the channel I necessarily agreed with, because I have independent thought myself. For example, he said I was focusing on too many things at once. I was on, I think, day 20, where I tallied up everything I made in all these different ways. So Domino's, TikTok, YouTube. The thing is with that, they were all kind of related, and I don't think, I mean, it's hard to really focus on one thing right now because everything's related. And that's the reason I'm doing all these different things. And that's the reason at the end of every 10 days, I do a summary and you have like 6 things contributing towards the loan. But I think if I dropped one to focus on the other, it wouldn't really work in my favor. It's all related. It's all getting filmed for this YouTube channel. I don't look at one thing and think, oh, I could drop that and my income in this other area will shoot up. Previous video, he said in a respectful way, I need to just quit delivery jobs because I'm worth more than that. And I appreciate it, and I didn't take it as hate. I understand it. Thinking in a few years, I'll be in a really good position. But I think right now, my best bet is to just like graft away. Everything I'm doing right now, thinking about the bigger picture. First 100 days of me starting this YouTube channel and trying to become a YouTuber, I could have looked at that and thought that was not worthwhile. I don't know why I did that. I went traveling, spent a ton of money, and nothing paid off for me, and I returned home from traveling trying to be the next Kid Kaz. Didn't go to plan. And because I saw the bigger picture, I just knew carrying on was the right decision at that time. Obviously, I would like to get in a position where I'm making 5 figures every month. That would be fantastic. And I wouldn't be surprised if I managed to do that by the end of this year. But right now, I would just quit and take a risk and try and start business. Do these jobs temporarily, pay off this loan, and then gradually, the aim is obviously to get to a position where I'm not dependent on an hourly rate, on an hourly wage. That's completely the mission. I'm happy to say right now, a big portion of my income doesn't come from an hourly rate wage. I'm self-aware enough to know I'm not quite there yet. So I might take these 100 days to just continue building, continue with this momentum I've been building, and then I'll reevaluate. But for now, I don't mind working for £11 an hour, £12 an hour. I gotta take it on the chin. It's just like that time I was roaming around Mexico and editing videos for hours a day for none of them to get any views. I'm actually in such a fortunate position that I dropping a video on each one of them and getting views right now. That's absolutely incredible. I'm so grateful for that. But about Big Dental, he is a successful guy. I know this because he's commented in a Premier chat off an account that he owns with 1 million subscribers. I know that he's successful, and I could see that when reading his comments back when I was in Pine Lake. I'm not necessarily saying he's wrong. What I will say to him is I'd love for him to reach out to me on my email on screen, and we can either have a chat. I would preferably we could have a chat and you're okay on camera. If you're not, I understand that. But we could have a phone call. And if you didn't want me to record, I would still like to talk to you and hear more of your perspective when we can have a back and forth discussion rather than like YouTube comments, because I do respect you. I have for a while. I appreciate when everyone was thinking I was deluded. You knew that I knew what I was doing to an extent, and I was almost there. Guys, 2 days away from halfway through the challenge, and thankfully this challenge is going super well. I'm very grateful for it, and hopefully in a year or two I'll be able to look at 12 grand and think that is absolutely pennies. But right now that's not the case, and I'm building up to the point where that is the case. Right now, to be honest, I'm not convinced that having a job is a bad idea, but I understand your thinking, and I appreciate it. Guys, get your comments down below. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 49. Oh wait, I think I've got a good idea for that actually. I won't tell you though. See you then.